What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are at Des Moines International Airport for the 11th airport update for the month of August 2021. You can already tell something has changed with this airport update, as there is a completely new ramp design that I have made by myself. It took me about a day or so to make it, but I did get it done. Added a whole lot of new markings as well. You can probably already see them, the additional gate markings for like the A and B gates at certain gates, but overall, I do like how this turned out. There is obviously room for improvement in some areas, but I think for what I can do, this is pretty good. I also do have a special guest with me to kind of celebrate this occasion, if you will. It is Citrus Aviation, so please say hello.
It is my pleasure to be on this episode, and I will help be JJ Skippy's guide today on all things Des Moines International Airport, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. His new map layout is really awesome. It's currently the most realistic layout for Des Moines International Airport. I can guarantee you that.
Well, thank you for that. Alright, so we'll kind of be alternating between doing aircraft, so I'll start off with the first one, and then Citrus will do the second one. I'll do the third, and we'll just kind of alternate. So we're going to go ahead and get started at Gate Alpha 1 with the Southwest. At Gate Alpha 1, we have the Southwest 737-700. This is the splits release, the RM Model Store exclusive. The exact aircraft that was operated on this flight was a regular blend winglet one, which I don't have. Maybe Panda Models will make one of those at some point, but who knows. This aircraft arrived in from Las Vegas at 1:32 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 1:40 p.m. arrival, so might also know this is kind of a tight area between this and the Allegiant aircraft that we'll get to later on in the update, so I guess I don't know if I did something wrong or if this is just how it normally is, but I don't know. I think Citrus will be able to explain once we get to that point of the update. So now I'll hand it over to Citrus where we can do Gate Alpha 2.
Over here at the Alpha 2 gate, we have a United CRJ 550. He is early with his scheduled 10:27 a.m. arrival. He arrived 5 minutes early at 10:23 a.m. This flight usually is early. In fact, it's often early. Most of the flights from Chicago for United are really early. And the aircraft that flew today's flight was November 547 Gulf Juliet. Pretty cool plane. United parks a lot of aircraft here at Alpha 2. They parked the CRJ 200s, the 550s, the E170s, A319s, on the runs from Denver. I do sometimes park here. Frontier Airlines also will park here as well as Allegiant. So very busy gate over here at Alpha 2.
At Gate Alpha 4, we have this United Express CRJ 200 in the new colors. This is at the Gate Alpha 4A parking area compared to the Alpha 4 Bravo that is right next to it. This aircraft arrived in from Denver at 10:38 a.m. ahead of a scheduled 10:50 a.m. arrival time. So
next up, you can see 2 charter aircraft parked here. Now, in real life, these aircraft will be parked over at Signature Aviation in most likelihood. Sometimes we will park them at Bravo Gate or at JetBridge. Most often, you'll see them parked over at Signature. If they're military charter, they will though go to the West Military Ramp. In this case, we have these parked here Alpha 3 because Alpha 3 is currently not in use because a new jet bridge is being installed there. They're installing all brand new jet bridges at the airport. We have new jet bridges at Charlie 7, Charlie 5, Charlie 3, Charlie 1, and Alpha 1. And Alpha 3 will be the next gate to get a new jet bridge. So we're just parking these charters here because this ramp area is currently open. So the first of the 2 charters is the Southwest 737-800 arriving in from El Reno or Biggs Army Airfield. That is a National Guard charter. And this airport is in the El Paso, Texas area. This flight was flown on November 8577 Zulu. The next aircraft of the 2 charters is a Sun Country Tide Pod Liberty 737-800. November 8310 Sierra Yankee was this aircraft, and it is arrived for Reno Tahoe International Airport on another charter. We get quite a few Sun Country charters here at Des Moines, maybe about once every week or even more than one time a week. It's pretty frequent. Particularly this time of year, we see a lot of Sun Country charters.
At Gate Charlie 1, we have this Allegiant Airbus A320 that arrived in from St. Petersburg at 1:55 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 2:12 p.m. arrival. Now, Flight Radar says that this aircraft was supposed to be at Gate Alpha 3, but as Citrus said, they are installing a new jet bridge there, so they are using Charlie 1 instead, so I can have it parked here. And of course, this is tightly parked next to the Southwest that we looked at earlier. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be the case, but I think these flights arrive at different times of the day, so this wouldn't actually be the case. Because I do use flights from all throughout the day when I do these kinds of airport updates, just to make sure that they last a little longer and there's as much variety as possible in these updates. I'll hand it off over to Citrus, and we'll do Charlie 2.
Next up, we have the Charlie 2 gate, a gate that I'm very familiar with here at Des Moines. And here we have a Delta Connection ERJ 170 arriving in from Minneapolis at 4:43 p.m. ahead of the scheduled 4:47 arrival time. On today's flight, it was November 256 Sierra Yankee, a SkyWest E170. Now, the model here we have is a former, I believe it was,
I think it's
America Shuttle E170.
I think it was Republic Airways, I think, because of the Romeo whiskey.
Yeah, Republic could be it. But these E-Jets do fly in. They're now operated by SkyWest, and we do see these come in occasionally. I had one recently about 2 weeks ago, and it actually had to stay overnight because of a flaps issue, and I had to bring in special parts. So that aircraft ended up being 5 hours delayed. But the mini flight, the afternoon one, has this weird thing where it's never on time. It's always like really early, like usually 5 to 10 minutes, or it's like 30 minutes late. So yeah, some weird things going on there with that flight, but it's one of the more interesting ones.
All right. So now we'll move on over to Charlie 3, where I will take over for the time being. At Charlie 3A, we have this Delta Connection CRJ 900. This is the new release, so the ones that have the QC issues. This aircraft arrived in from Minneapolis at 10:03 a.m. ahead of a scheduled 10:15 a.m. arrival. One thing to note is that there is this extra gate right here. This is Charlie 3D, I believe it is, as I have it marked on the mat, I guess, if you want to call it a mat. And I think they use this for Delta Mainline, so when they get their Boeing 717 service from Atlanta, I think that aircraft will usually park there. Do I have that information correct, Citrus?
Yeah, we park Delta 2139 at Charlie 3 Delta.
Alright, yep. And because this is, I'm using flights from Saturday, July 31st, that flight does not operate on a Saturday, so it is not here with us for this update. Possibly for next update, I'll try to get it in there, so I'll have to use flights from a Friday maybe, the Friday before the first Friday of the month for September, so I'll have to do that. And now I'll hand it off to Citrus, where he'll be able to do Charlie 5 for you.
Next up, we have the Charlie 5 gate, where we have an American Eagle CRJ-700. Now, this might not look like an American Eagle CRJ-700 operating the Dallas-Fort Worth flight, which is a 7:01 p.m. scheduled arrival. This one's coming in early at 6:37. Now, this might not look like an American Eagle flight, but that is because SkyWest operates the CRJ-700s for American Eagle. They are mostly operated by SkyWest, and then some are operated by Envoy Air. And SkyWest has quite a few aircraft. Maybe it's about like 4 or 5 that are in this house livery. The SkyWest house livery that looks really cool. This is the new Gemini Jets release. It's actually a decent model. Like, they fixed the landing gear on this one, but of course the horizontal stabilizers are still kind of messed up. But overall, cool plane. And if you are looking for an American Eagle CR7, the SkyWest one is a great alternative.
It certainly is. Alright, so now we'll hop on over to Charlie 6. At Gate Charlie 6, I have it at Charlie 6 Bravo in this case. We have this American Airlines Airbus A319 with the CFM engines. The exact aircraft was actually one with the IAE engines. Why we don't have one yet from Gemini Jets, I don't know, but please, Gemini Jets, release this at some point. That'd be another great model to release before the end of the year, along with the Delta E175 with the enhanced winglets, because I could not use one of those. I had to use the E170 with the shorter winglets for that Minneapolis flight. But with that out of the way, this is the American Airlines A319. This is the flight from Dallas, arriving in at the top of the hour, 3 o'clock, ahead of a scheduled 3:14 p.m. arrival. So yeah, as I said, hopefully they do an IAE variant at some point before the end of the year, but as we know with them, they got probably tons of other releases planned, so it may not be possible for them to release that at some point, but hopefully they do, because I would like to have that along with the CFM variant, which I think is quite rare now, along with some of the other American mainline aircraft and the regional aircraft as well. That's our penultimate aircraft for this update. I'll hand it off to Citrus one last time to round out the update over at Charlie 7.
The final aircraft for this airport update is the American Eagle CRJ-900. This aircraft is running from Dallas Fort Worth at 11:18 a.m. Just behind his scheduled 11:12 a.m. arrival. Now, we don't just have Dallas Fort Worth flights coming into Des Moines. We also have service to Charlotte Douglas. We have a new Miami service on E-Jet. We have Phoenix service and Chicago O'Hare. So Miami, E-Jet. Dallas has the most variety of aircraft types. We get an E-Jet, CR9, CR7, and an A319. Phoenix gets two A320s a day and an A319, all mainline. And Charlotte gets an E-Jet, I think a CRJ900, and an A319. So we do get a lot of variety. American pretty much is our biggest airline, and there's a lot of cool operations going on here.
And that will do it for this update. So thanks again to Citrus Aviation for coming on board for today's video and helping me out with this update and being the guide as we went around the airport today for this update. So again, thank you for coming.
Yeah, my pleasure.
And yeah, so this new mat looks really nice. I'm really happy with how this turned out. If I can get some better materials to make an even better mat out of it, I definitely will do that in the future. But I think for now, I just use basic pieces of paper, some pens and Sharpies to kind of draw out all the lines. But overall, I think this turned out really nice, and really looking forward to using this a lot more in some future airport updates here at Des Moines. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.